Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this long crochet cardigan. The best part about this cardigan is that it also has invisible pockets, so it looks like a coat. I'll be making this pattern in a size small, but the full written pattern from sizes extra small to 3 extra large will be available for free on my blog. The link is in the description bar. You will need Aran worsted weight or 10 ply yarn. I highly recommend using a lightweight yarn so your cardigan doesn't stretch out too much. A 5mm crochet hook, a darning needle, scissors, and some safety pins or stitch markers. To begin, we're going to start with the body piece. Create a slip knot. Insert your crochet hook into the loop. Chain 151. We're creating this cardigan from the bottom up. Your foundation chain comprises of the front and back panels, so don't be alarmed if it looks really long. Once you have 151 chains, we're going to half double crochet into the second chain from the hook. To half double crochet, yarn over and insert your hook into the chain. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Half double crochet in each chain until the end of the row. At the end of row 1, you should have 150 stitches in total. Turn your work. To start row 2, chain 1. Throughout this pattern, chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. Half double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. At the end of the row, turn your work. Repeat row 2 until the end of row 20. We're now going to set up the bottom of our hidden pocket. To start row 21, chain 1. Half double crochet into the next 10 stitches. Once you've finished your 10 stitches, we're now going to work into the front loops. When you look at the top of the stitches, you'll notice that 2 strands make a V. The strand furthest away from you is the back loop, and the strand closest to you is the front loop. Place a stitch marker in the back loop of the next stitch. And then we're going to half double crochet into the front loop of the same stitch. Here you can see that when we insert the crochet hook, we only pick up the front loop. Half double crochet into the front loop of the next 16 stitches. By only crocheting into the front loops, you'll leave a line of back loops on the wrong side of your cardigan. We'll pick up these loops later. Place a stitch marker into the back loop of the next stitch. And half double crochet into the front loop of the same stitch. We're now going to do a normal half double crochet into the next 94 stitches. You should have 28 stitches remaining. Repeat the pocket instructions. Place a stitch marker in the back loop of the next stitch. Half double crochet into the front loop of the same stitch. Half double crochet into the front loops of the next 16 stitches. Place a stitch marker into the back loop of the next stitch. Half double crochet into the front loop of the same stitch, and then place a normal half double crochet in each of the remaining stitches. In total, you should still have 150 stitches. When you turn your work to the wrong side, you can see the raised line of the back loops. At the end of row 21, turn. We're now going to repeat row 2 until the end of row 40. Chain 1 and half double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row, and then turn. This is what your cardigan will look like after 40 rows. Remove your crochet hook, but don't cut your yarn or fasten off. Insert your crochet hook into the stitch marker on the right side of the pocket. Secure your yarn and pull up a loop. Make sure to leave a 30 cm or 12-inch tail of yarn. We'll use this to sew the sides of the pocket to the cardigan. Chain 1, half double crochet into the same loop. Place 1 half double crochet into each front loop facing you. Half double crochet into the loop with a stitch marker. In total, you should have 18 half double crochets. At the end of the row, turn. The pocket is starting to grow out of the back of the cardigan. To begin row 2, chain 1. Half double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. At the end of the row, turn. Repeat row 2 until the end of row 20. Your pocket should be the same height as the top of your cardigan. Fasten off and leave a 30 cm or 12-inch tail of yarn. Repeat these steps for the second pocket. We're now going to insert our crochet hook back into row 40 of the body of the cardigan. Turn your cardigan so the right side is facing you. To begin row 41, chain 1. Half double crochet into the next 10 stitches. You're then going to half double crochet into the pocket. Place 1 double crochet in each of the 18 stitches along the top of the pocket. From your last stitch on the body, skip 18 stitches. Half double crochet into the next 94 stitches. And we've now created the opening for the pocket. Once you've finished your 94 half double crochets, half double crochet along the top of the second pocket. From the last stitch of the body of the cardigan, skip 18 stitches. And half double crochet in each remaining stitch until the end of the row. In total, you should still have 150 stitches. And at the end of the row, turn. To begin row 42, chain 1, half double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row and then turn. Repeat row 42 until the end of row 80. We're now going to crochet the shoulder shaping. Counting from your crochet hook, insert a stitch marker in stitch number 30, 41, 110 and 121. Starting with the first front panel, to begin row 1, chain 1. Half double crochet in each stitch until you reach the stitch marker. Half double crochet in the stitch with the stitch marker. You should have 30 stitches in total. Turn your work. To start row 2, chain 1, half double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. At the end of the row, turn. Repeat row 2 until the end of row 20. Fasten off and leave a 65 cm or 31-inch tail of yarn. Turn your cardigan and make sure that the right side is facing you. Insert your crochet hook into the second stitch marker from the right. Secure your yarn and pull up a loop. We'll now crochet the back panel. Chain 1. Half double crochet in each stitch until the next stitch marker. Half double crochet into the stitch with the stitch marker. You should have 70 stitches in total. At the end of the row, turn. To start row 2 of the back, chain 1. Half double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. At the end of the row, turn. Repeat row 2 until the end of row 20. Fasten off. To crochet your second front panel, turn your work so the right side is facing you and insert your crochet hook into the last stitch with a stitch marker. Secure your yarn and pull up a loop. Chain 1. Half double crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. At the end of the row, turn. Repeat this row until the end of row 20. Fasten off and leave a 65 cm or 31-inch tail of yarn. And you've finished crocheting the body of your cardigan. Check out part 2 to learn how to sew the pockets, crochet the sleeves, and finish off the cardigan. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates.